My name is Aveni. I'm from Argentina, native from Mendoza, which is well known as wine country. And the reason we came to America back in the 80s with my family was to look for health services for my sister. Back in the 80s, Latin American countries didn't have the opportunity to have all the equipment and the doctors to do transplants back home. So we decided to come to the best place that we researched, and it was Pittsburgh Children's Hospital, because Dr. Thomas Starzl was the pioneer of liver transplants. The recommendations for my parents, it was to have my sister close to the services for the doctors and the children's hospital, and not to leave the country and go back to Argentina. So my parents made the decision, okay, we're going to put our restaurant for sale and just move and start all over again in Pittsburgh. So we sold the restaurant and we all moved here. The best memories I have of Mendoza is the Vendimia, which is the party of the harvest. It's the most popular event that we have in the whole Argentina. Every state has a queen and represents that state and the city. And there are 3 days where people can go anywhere and do wine tastings for free. So we have people from all over the world enjoying good food, good weather, and good wine. The biggest struggle that I had coming to this country was to renounce to the person I was and how easy I had it back home. For me, it was the reinvention of myself. Back home, it was very easy to help my parents in the restaurant and go to the school that I used to work. But here, it was a reinvention of myself. What can I offer so I can be accepted? Back in the late 80s, my parents opened the first Argentine restaurant in the Strip District. The name of the restaurant was El Último Café, which is the last coffee, a famous tango. And my father was a tango fanatic, so they started a business. The restaurant was always packed with Latinos and Americans, and it was at that time the only restaurant open till 2 o'clock in the morning because Latinos like to eat late. So it was pretty busy. After my parents passed away, I decided to take over the business, but have only a catering service. I decided to go back home and refresh my memory to the delicious recipes that my grandmother had in her pizza shop. From there, I got the name of La Mendocina. And when I came back to Pittsburgh, I said, that's it. This is going to be the name of my business because represent where I come from. The specialty of my catering is just Argentine cuisine. But I have been very well trained in the kitchen. So I do Spanish dishes, and because of my grandfather came from Sicily, I do a lot of Italian dishes too. For me to be an American citizen was an accomplishment to be part of this society and exercise my rights. But I never left Argentina till today. The food that I prepare for my family is Argentinian. The time that we eat is also very similar. I try to pass stories from my place of Mendoza to my friends and my family. I'm very proud of being an Argentinian in Pittsburgh. I know that I can provide different services and enrich probably a town or a school or somebody's house or an event or a wedding, just because that touch of Argentina is in this American culture. The importance of having a diverse society is the contribution of everyone's specific talent. None of these Latinos or immigrants from other countries come here to take your job. They come here to get the opportunity to have a job and a future and financial stability that in Latino America is so difficult. Everyone contributes to this city to enrich this place And if people forget, this country and many countries were built based on immigrants, like my grandparents and my husband's grandparents and everyone who came from other places. Mi mensaje a todos aquellos que quieran venir a Estados Unidos a trabajar y empezar una vida nueva sería que vengan preparados a trabajar duro, porque los americanos trabajan duro. Y esto no es de 9 a 5 ni de lunes a viernes. También vengan preparados a tener los brazos abiertos para entender la cultura de ellos. Los americanos son gente muy, muy amable, son gente que quieren ayudar y quieren mucho y aprecian mucho a gente que venga de otros lugares, pero vengan preparados a trabajar duro. My sister was able to enjoy many years of good health, and during that time she decided to go back to school and get a degree and work, had a child, get married, everything that comes with a normal life. But because my parents died very young, I decided to stick around and be the support that she needed, because my parents were her heroes. They changed all their life and everything just to be here for her so she can have a second chance. So I stick around because of them, for the family. If you put your heart and your mind in the same place when you come here, your dreams can come true. I always said that Pittsburgh is a very virgin city because there is a lot of possibilities to do a lot of stuff. Latinos coming here will get the best. The community is growing. But this is not Florida, it's not Chicago, it's not California, so Pittsburgh needs more Latinos. You just need to come here with your dream, like we did. No money in our pockets, but a luggage full of dreams.